Hello there everybody and welcome back to another video. I know what you're thinking if you're a diehard fan of this channel, or you're one of my 55 subscribers. By the way, my subscriber count is going skyrocketing after my video got 5k views. Anyone who's returning from that, thank you a lot. That was great. Regardless, yeah, anyone who is returning and knows my channel, you might be thinking, dude, come on, you've been slacking. Like, you haven't posted, like, you posted like 2 videos like the past month or something. I know, I'm trying. I've had computer difficulties. It's a lot. However, I think I'm pretty much back on track now, and I should be able to keep doing weekly videos. Here I am, just doing a burn and heading over to this new planet. It is a gas giant. It's one of the last ones in this star system. Then we're going to go over to a new star system, but we're going to come back to Kerbin first, refuel the ship, then go to a new star system, because we're already down like half our fuel. But essentially, this planet here is a gas giant. It has one really interesting moon that we're going to go to today, and a really weird orbit. It's actually really difficult to get to, but we did it regardless. Oh, yeah, I'm getting really excited, by the way, about once I finish this. I'm going to install like quite a few new solar system mods. Just I'll run them in parallel, and I'm going to do a science mode playthrough. Because I've only done one science mode playthrough in my life, and it was like really easy, and then I just kind of stopped. But that was before I got into modded KSP, so I think it should be a lot more fun with more technology and whatnot, and I'm really excited, actually. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm getting really excited for that. What this will look like for you guys. Comment down below if you want me to do that or not. Obviously, if you guys think that'll be boring, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing it for the fun as well, but like, if you guys don't want to see that, I won't do it. I'll just keep doing things like this. Although I feel like this is kind of getting stale, and maybe you guys want a new series. By the way, I changed the light coming out of the bottom to be blue. I kind of like it. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you guys want me to do that science mode thing, leave a comment down below, or if you don't want me to do it. I feel it could be really cool, because you'll see me starting out with, like, 3 parts, building a spaceship that can barely jump in the air, doing a little science experiment there, unlocking more parts, and growing from there. And it'll be really cool, because, like, the first few episodes... Sorry, I got the hiccups. The first few episodes will be, just like in the solar system, in the Kerbin system, while I slowly accrue parts. Then I'll be able to send out some probes. Then I'll be able to send out like some people to go out there and then come back, maybe. And eventually I'll be able to launch like huge missions like this. Which, again, that'll be really cool, because you guys will like watch me progress, and I don't know, I think it'll be neat, a lot more fun, a lot more realistic, because we start out with nothing, we build up to like launching probes to interstellar places, then we actually go there, then we actually like send real missions, and then we can maybe even colonize them with Kerbal colonies. Wait, no, Kerbal constructs, that's it. I knew it was something with a K. Guys, okay kids, construct is spelled with K, trust me on that. It's not, if there are already kids watching this who don't know how to spell constructs. Although, if you are, I would highly recommend you learn how to spell that. So, here we are. We're going to check out this moon. It's a nice moon. It is volcanic, I think, which means it has these really cool, I'm sure that there's, like, a physicist or something who's watching this and is very upset with me because I'm explaining it all wrong, because I'm sure I am. But I think it's just, like, so essentially because of its eccentric orbit, it comes out and further into the gas giant, which is a point of a lot of mass, obviously, and when it goes out, the gravity is less powerful, and when it comes in, it kind of squeezes it together, kind of like how the moon does on the Earth to make the tides, but it's much more magnified here, which kind of squeezes and pulls the planet, creating a lot of friction, and causing cyanovolcanism, which is, I think, underwater surface ice, like, exploding out like a volcano. Which is really neat. We actually landed in one of those volcanoes today, although it might be a glitch, and it might just be like, it was never designed to work this way. But you can see right there, you see those little lines? Those are the cyanovolcanoes. I might be saying, it might not even be called cyanovolcanoes. I'm just making a fool out of myself right now, but maybe they are. Anyway, there they are there. They disappear when you get close, though. I'm not sure why. I think it'd be really cool if you could go down and explore one. I was originally setting course for this canyon here. I think it was a very neat-looking canyon. But then I noticed the cyanovolcanoes, and as I came down, I decided to do a mid-course correction. I mean, I have a lot of Delta V. And I decided to jump over to the... Okay, it's gone now. But there was a volcano over to the left of the screen, just off screen there. And I'm going to hop over there. See that little mound? Well, I looked at it for a second, then I jittered away. Yeah, you'll see. So anyway, I'm going to zero my velocity here, and then I'm going to point a little bit to the right. And I'll go to that little dark gray, blackish mound over there. Because that mound is actually a cyanovolcano. Wow, I'm really gonna sound stupid if that's not what they're called, aren't they? Regardless, we carry on, and we're gonna make a great video out of this. We're only halfway through. So, yeah, this is when I start realizing what I want to do, and I'm not gonna land that canyon anymore. I'm sorry, canyon lovers, but that's not for today. We did like 3 landings last time, so kind of tired of landing all this time. You know, one of my favorite things to do in KSP is actually designing the craft. I mean, flying, it's fun. I love that, and it's really fun to make the videos and do all the fun things like that. But my favorite part about KSP is designing. And that's why the modded KSP has left me somewhat unsatisfied. I mean, it's great. It's awesome. You can build these incredible things, and it's great for like the first half year. But that just gets boring, and that's why science and career mode exist. I don't want to do career mode because I don't want to focus on like funds and all that. It just sounds kind of boring. And I've tried to watch career mode playthroughs, and they're just not very entertaining. Science mode playthroughs are good though, because like you don't have to worry about these contracts and doing missions and all that. You just go up, do science, come down, discover new things, do it again, but at a grander scale. And that's what I really love about this. It's just kind of like you have freedom, but there's still a game to it. Whereas career mode is just do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. You don't really get to choose where you get to go. I mean, you can, but like you gotta do contracts and whatnot. If you got to get the monies, all the monies. So yes, that is my extremely long explanation of why I'm not going to be doing a career mode playthrough. But yeah, if you guys want me to do science mode or don't, please comment that down below. But I think unless enough people advocate against it, that is the plan for after we finish the Deb and Toon solar systems, which is we're on Deb right now. Toon is the other Promised World system. But here we go. Those are the holes right there. Those are the volcanoes, cyanovolcanoes. Dear God, I really hope they're called that. If not, I'm gonna be really looked up. I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but yeah, as you can see, the smoke disappeared, which is not ideal. Those those white marks you see on your screen, yeah, that's not your computer being glitchy or anything. That is simply again, this is what makes me think it's a glitch, because those are the cyanovolcano plumes, but they kind of stick on the screen, and it's really weird. I see them too. So yeah, it's a combination of all those things makes me think that it is a glitch. Now, isn't that beautiful though? Since we're at an angle, we can really get to see the beauty of the Deb planetary nebula. That is essentially just like the little. So Deb is a very early. It just formed like in cosmic scales, and all the planets are very early. So, like for example, our solar system, you don't see something like that, because all of that dust got gobbled up by planets. That hasn't happened yet. There's still planets that might form from that, or planets that might gobble it up. But yeah, essentially there's just a lot of stuff going on. And it's very interesting and a very nice concept. I really like it. Although, what I don't like about the Promised World system is that it is, it's a lot like KSP2, which is a good thing, but it also has some of the KSP2 bad things. This is my long-winded way of saying that it is glitchy as glitch. I've crashed a couple times while playing it. My honest review would be like, 6 out of 10. It's a great system. I really love everything about it, except for the glitches. It's just like, even thinking about KSP2 makes things glitchy, you know? It's the KSP2 virus. Not an actual virus, but you know. Okay, gonna do a front flip there. I totally planned that. Back flip, whatever. And now we can jet off and jump back into the spaceship. I'm not sure about the visors down. We don't really need that. I mean, I guess you never do. They don't. Kerbals don't care, but it's more realistic, and I love realism. Actually, not really, or else I would be doing the whole colony thing different. I was just playing around down here because why not? You know, turn on the parachute. What will happen? Apparently, the parachute turns on. Because there is actually a small atmosphere here. Very, very, very small. Like, the parachute probably wouldn't even save you. Definitely wouldn't even save you. If you fall and you turn the parachute, you're still dead. Is the point I'm trying to make. Regardless, let's hop on in and blast off. We're going to go back to the mothership and dock, and then while we're there, I'm going to start talking about future plans some more, because that's a very interesting subject matter to talk about. So, essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to finish up the Deb, then go to Toon. Deb has another planet, the Char and something else. It's 2 binary planets, and they both have like cool lava areas, and that's a pretty cool planet, I'd say. Planets. There's 2 of them. Don't worry, that'll be 1 episode. I'm not gonna milk that for 2 episodes. And then I'll do the Toon system, which all I can remember is that it has a moon named Merble, which looks really pretty. So I'm excited to visit that moon. That might be the first thing we do. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But there's lots of other planets in that system. Not as many as here, actually. I'm also kind of upset with Promised Worlds for another thing. The first episode that we did was supposed to be about the planet Lafette, which is really neat. I mean, it has like 13 times atmosphere. It's a pretty crazy planet. But, and I swear I remember this. Maybe it was a dream. This could not be a dream. I remember doing a whole thing about this. Lafette used to be a habitable planet. It used to have oxygen. It used to have a not crazy atmosphere. It used to have these crazy like cliff faces. I guess it still kind of does. But I even put a base there. Maybe I still haven't, one of my old loads. But I use like basically an antimatter, a really long antimatter ship, and drop down a base and some colonization stuff around it, along with a space station. It was really honestly fun. And then they got rid of that, and then now my Kerbals can't breathe. But yeah, that was my early as a KSP. Well, not early, like it was like a year ago, but like I've been playing the game for like 7 years now. Point I'm trying to make is it was really neat. It even had like a robotic arm that would come out, and there was a plane that came with it because you gotta fly around, right? It had air breathing engines, so of course it wouldn't be possible because you need to use oxygen as an oxidizer. That's nice. Oxygen oxidizer. But yeah, essentially that doesn't work anymore. But the robotic arm would come over, and then like it had a docking port at the end, and then would dock with the plane. You just had to park it somewhere near, and then you could transfer fuel, and the robotic arm had access to a fuel generator that could mine. It was all really fun, and I liked that. I thought Lafette was much neater before they added all the weird things to it. And my room is really hot right now because temperature outside is hot, and I forgot to turn on the air conditioner upstairs, and my room is on the upper level of my house, so that's not good. Heat travels upwards, and that turns my room into essentially a big boiler. And my air conditioner is not powerful whatsoever. It's like the budget air conditioner, I think. But it works, I'm not complaining. It's better than not having an air conditioner at all. And here we are. We are docking. So you will see here in like a minute how evil this game is, and another reason why Promised Worlds, this mod, ain't the best mod. Yeah, you'll see that in a while. Stick around to see the plot twist that's up and coming. That mildly frustrated me. Well, heavily frustrated me. But would you look at that? Would you look at the planet back there, the gas giant? That just looks so cool. Here we are. We just got burned in the right direction. Thankfully, the mothership's not spinning around, which it does sometimes, and is incredibly annoying because then I have to like compensate for that, and then I usually just wind up teleporting to it, and then time warping. I usually wind up switching to it so I can control it. Time warping, which cancels our rotation, and switching back, which is a good fix, but kind of feels cheaty. Although I don't see why it would be moving at all. I mean, I put it to 0 velocity. But what else is going on? Let's see. Things to talk about while I'm slowly melting. Well, I'm writing a book. That's cool. I expect all of you guys to buy it when it comes out in like a year or two. It's a novel about 2 binary planets, both of which are habitable. If you want to figure out any more, you should buy the book in a year or 2. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I don't know. Would be cool. Regardless, we carry on, and now we need to dock. I'm sorry for the bad visuals here, like, it's all really dark. Although, something fun about KSP, I didn't even know how to use the docking controls for, like, the first 5 years of me playing. I just never tried. Docking just seemed impossible to me. And then I figured out it's just, you just gotta turn on docking mode, and you can use the WASD keys or the, IJKL keys. Along with the Q and E keys, of course, for rotation. And that just pushes... Oh, and the shift and control. It's like shift and control push you forward, W push you down, S will push you up, A to the right, and D to the left. It's like the opposite, I think. And here we are coming in for the final dock. Let's see if it'll work. Maybe, can you guys even hear me over all the all the RCS noises. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go through and mute that because no one wants to hear like a bunch of which is the sound the RCS starts to make, especially when you have this many. And you're about to see the horrors of what happens when Promised Worlds kicks in. Right, don't click off. There's like 3 seconds left. Right about here, maybe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Yep, there it is. Right before I'm about to dock, the game crashes. Oh woo, oh boo-hoo, oh evil game. Yeah. 6 out of 10 Promised Worlds. A lot of it because of that. It's not the first time it's happened either, though. So yeah, I recommend Cacao Below. Cacao Below is a lot more fun of a mod, so do that before Promised Worlds.